Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's been enough time since Call of Duty Black Ops 6 has been out. I think it's time to revisit the Call of Duty Zombies tier list. Now, this tier list is going to be specifically Treyarch only. Never really played, never played Advanced Warfare Exo Zombies at all. I played Spaceland Zombies once. That's the only thing I played in Infinite Warfare. Didn't even touch Vanguard. That's why Vanguard has its respective tier below F tier, if you can look at the screen. So Vanguard is reserved its own ass fucking garbage fucking spot at the bottom of the tier list because Vanguard's Vanguard. We don't want to give Vanguard much attention. So we're just gonna gloss over that mess of a fucking game. And we're gonna get right into it. I kind of want to be quick, try and be as fast as I can, just run through all the maps. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my updated Treyarch Zombies tier list. I think we gotta start where it all started, and that's Nocturne Toten. I don't have ad blocker on, so don't worry about the Best Buy ads. It's trying to get me to buy some Black Friday shit. I don't know what's going on. It's not gonna happen. Fuck you, Best Buy. Oh well, we're just gonna have to deal with it for now. Nocturne Toten. Okay, back to the main event. Nocturne Toten, the first zombies map ever. I like Noct. I remember when my brother bought World at War. I think it was in between. It was either before Ghosts came out or right around after Ghost. I think it was after Ghosts came out because Call of Duty Ghosts was not a very good game. My brother ended up buying World at War, and I actually ended up playing Nocturne Toten and World at War Zombies for the first time, and it was fun. It's bare bones. It's as bare bones as bare bones can get because it's the first map. But for a first map, it's fun. It's a fun experience, and I feel like putting it in D would just. I feel like that would just be mean, you know? Like it's an average map. It's the first map. I. In some ways, I think it still stands up to some maps today, but we're gonna put it in C for now. Nocturne Toten in C. Next up, we have Verrucht. Verrucht is top 3, top 2, top 1 scariest, thrilling zombies map ever. It's up there. It's spooky. And I mean, if you're looking at it objectively, it's better than Noct. Objectively speaking, Verrucht is a better map than Noct. We're gonna put it above it in C tier. I mean, it has perks. It's a bigger map. Better map layout. You know, it's better. And the ambience, the aura, just the whole like asylum vibe. It's awesome. It really the dentist chair. Oh my god, man, World at War is that game was fucking creepy, bro. It's Verrucht. Verrucht is that shit is spooky. I mean, even Shinonuma, our next map. But Shinonuma's pretty spooky. Not as spooky as Verrucht though. I like Shinonuma honestly, and I feel like I've definitely played a lot more Shinonuma over Verrucht. Not sure why. It's just I don't know. I feel like I always felt like Shinonuma was an easier map. Hellhounds sucked ass though. Man, World at War Hellhounds or that's hell right there. That's man. Like personally, I like Shinonuma more than Verrucht, but man, it's tough. It's tough. For now, we'll just slot it there in between Noct and Verrucht, and yeah, that'll be fine for now. And now, Der Riese. Der Riese. Der Riese is the only World at War map that I never played. I had never played original Der Riese, but I do know that it is a step above. Pack punches introduced, like a good map layout introduced, like introduced a lot of great things. The Flytrap Easter egg, we started getting like story development and stuff. Like Doris is a great map. Um, I feel like today there's so much more better maps than Doris. I would, I want to put Doris in A tier. I really do. I really want to put Doris in A tier, but I feel like, man, that's tough. For me, have like never me for me having not played Doris, at least World of War Doris, I played the Giant a shit ton. I know they're different in their own ways, but they're basically the same. You know, actually playing the Giant in Black Ops 3 made me appreciate Doris for what it was, having not played it ever. So for now, we'll drop it in A tier. I think Doris deserves an A tier. It's probably going to end up in the bottom of A tier by the end of this list, but that's okay. That's fair for now. Yeah, so where are we now? We are now in Black Ops 1 territory. The game that I first started on, playing zombies, my first zombies game ever. Kino der Toten, my first zombies map I ever played. Split screen zombies with my brother. Oh man, that is such a core memory. Playing split screen zombies with the bro, man. Take me back to the days. Kino, a lot of people be S tier. Greatest zombies map of all time, Chaos X Silencer. But it's not that good of a map, you know? I I want to put Kino in A. Personally, my heart tells me A. The thing is like Kino and Doris are so similar. They're basically identical maps. I just to me, oh man, this is fucking fuck. This is rough because personally, Kino's better than Doris to me for me. And fuck, I don't think. Man, I'm gonna have to double back here. Now I'm gonna be honest. Doris, you had your fun in the sun in A tier, but I'm gonna have to drop you down to B, and I'm gonna have to put Kino above you because personally, I think there are legitimate reasons why Kino should be above Doris. I mean, you got the Thunder Gun. Um, Black Ops 1 weapons are well, most some of them suck, but man, those like the MP40, the Commando, the Galil, like, oh my god, just want to bust, bro. Excuse my language. Um, the Reese, like, also has good guns. Like, it has the Wunderwaffe, but it also has the Wunderwaffe glitch, which is detrimental. It's very, very, very detrimental to that map. And I just think Kino just has infinitely more replayability to Doris. Now Doris is good, but I don't like it as much as Kino. Personally, remember this is an opinion. This is an opinion-based list. All right, you can scold me all you want in the comments. It's fine. I don't mind. It's not like I'm making money off of this video or anything. I could really care less if you call me a fucking asshole or some weird shit in the comments. Who cares, right? It's my opinion, and my opinion is right. Okay. 5. Iconic. Great cast. Great map. Like the Pentagon and like the underground labs. It's just all the blood everywhere. Man, the atmosphere of 5 is awesome. It's epic. The Pentagon Thief, love him or hate him, iconic. Fucking absolutely iconic part of this map. And just man, the crew is awesome. Um didn't play 5 that much, but it was definitely a difficult map, and I think the difficulty makes the map better. To be honest, like that difficulty factor is important. And I think I could be fine with putting 5 in B tier. But It might drop down to C. Just putting 5 next to Rock just doesn't feel right, but yeah, maybe it does. For now, five's not a bad map. I think five has grown on a lot of people over the years. So we'll just drop it there in B tier for now. Ooh, Ascension. Ascension, Ascension, Ascension. Man. Ascension's a good one. Ascension. Ascension is a good zombies map. This might be my this might be my first A tier. I'm not even gonna lie. I think Ascension is an A tier map. This might be my first A. Well, I mean, Ascension's really easy. It's a very easy map. It's probably more of like a bottom A tier map, but again, Thunder Gun, the training spots. The main thing that brings Ascension down is the monkeys. The monkeys suck. The monkeys, the monkeys do suck. But, I honestly, just because of the monkeys, I mean, it introduced PhD Flopper and Stamina Up. Introduced the first main quest to zombies. Is it A tier? I think the monkeys knock it out of A tier, honestly. And I could be fine with it at the top of B. I could be fine with it above Kino to Toten because I think it is a better map than Kino. I think it's much more replayable than Kino. To a point, I guess, but objectively, I think it's better than Kino. So we'll throw it there. And that brings me to one of my babies. This is one of my babies, man. Call of the Dead A tier. Easily. Call of the Dead. If you're a Call of the Dead hater, get out because there's no reason to hate on this map. I mean, the father of zombies is in it, man. George Romero, like, dude, another Easter egg quest, like another great cast as well. I mean, oh, Call of the Dead, dude. This is Call of the Dead. Sorry, I got something in my eye real quick. I gotta wipe the shit out of my eye. I'm sorry. Call of the Dead. This was the first ever Easter egg I ever did in zombies solo. I did it solo. I remember staying up multiple nights back when I was like, oh, man, 12, 13 years old, doing the Call of the Dead solo Easter egg at like 3 in the morning. And I had to be quiet, because if my parents heard me or heard the PlayStation going, come up there and be like, Blake, go to bed! And I get in trouble, I had to be quiet. But man, doing that Easter egg, watching a Mr. Dalek JD or whoever's guide it was back in the day, watching how to do the Call of the Dead solo Easter egg, getting the Wonder Waff from killing George Romero, oh man. Man, that brings back so much memories. Playing Call of the Dead remastered on Black Ops 3, man. That just brought back so many memories. I'm like, damn, man. This is a great map. Call of the Dead is a good map. It is. It's A tier. Love Call of the Dead, man. Love Call of the Dead. Different story for Shangri-La. Shangri-La is probably one of my most least played zombies maps of all time. It might be. It's between Shangri-La, Transit, and Die Rise are my like least fucking played maps of all time, respectively. Maybe Bus Depot is the lowest, but BO3 Shangri-La made me respect Shangri-La a lot. Kind of like the Giant did for Derice. I think Shangri-La is a good map. I don't think it's a bad map. It's a very skillful map. You have to be skilled. It's a dangerous map to navigate. It's a hard map. It's equivalent to 5. It's tough. It's a very tough map. It's a very beautiful map, and it's got a lot of good things and bad things going for it. You got the Wonder Weapon, the baby gun. Oh my God. that shit's awesome. Do I like it more than Kino? Probably not. Do I like it more than Doris? That that's tough. That's tough. Um, I think we'll just put it right here. I still think Shangri-La is a good map, but I definitely think Ascension, to me personally, Ascension, Kino are better. So that takes us to the final map of BO1, correct, I believe, and that's Moon. Moon. Moon is an interesting one. In fact, the way I like to describe Moon, to me personally, like the first time me playing Moon. Now, Black Ops 1 Moon and Black Ops 3 Moon might be the most like polar opposite maps I've ever played. BO1 Moon might be like, to me, BO1 Moon is probably the scariest fucking map I've ever played. Like as a 12-year-old, as a 13-year-old, that Moon is probably the scariest zombies experience I've ever played. Just the feeling of isolation in that Black Ops 1, just man, tell me about it. BO1 Moon is terrifying. It really is. Just I, just thinking about it. Like personally, I think Moon is scarier than Verruct. I mean, sometimes I think that way. But Moon's a good map. I think Moon's a good map. I mean, it's the climax of Black Ops 1. Wonderful Easter egg. Um, Interesting design. I mean, the low gravity, like it's a cool map. It's a cool map. Um, and again, it's another one of those. I kind of have all the BO1 maps just like next to each other, which is funny. Um, I just I really love Ascension, and I don't think I played a lot of Moon back in the day. I'm gonna be honest. I really don't think I did. And but it is an interesting map. It's another hard map, but it's a fun map, and I do think it's better than Kino. So we're gonna put it right in between Shia, right in B tier. Almost every single Black Ops 1 map in B tier, which I think is respectable. I think that's respectable. Next up, Black Ops 2. I think we got to start with the survival maps, right? Bus Depot. Man, Bus Depot is hot fucking doo-doo caca. I say Bus Depot is highly compared to the likes of Nocturne and Toten. But what Nocturne and Toten has and what Bus Depot lacks is atmosphere. That shit got no aura. Bus Depot is ass. Bus Depot is bad. F tier. I mean, come on. You would be lying to yourself if you didn't put Bus Depot in F tier. I mean, come on. It's probably the least played zombies map of all time. It has to be. Farm is next. Farm is a little bit better. Equivalent to Verruct, it gives you perks. And it's a decent experience. Definitely better than Bus Depot. I'll give Farm a D tier. I'm not going to spend too much time on these survival maps because they're very bare bones. But it's definitely better than Bus Depot, that's for sure. Farm's in D. And to the greatest of the bunch, Town. Town is a good map. I'm fine with putting Town right at the top of C tier, above Verruct and the other World at War maps. I think that's fair. We have Bus Depot F, Farm D, Town C. I think that's fair. And that leads us to Transit. The culmination of Bus Depot Farm in town. Man, Transit is not a good map, is it? Oh man, y'all might hate me for this. Not Transit. Respectively, like I'm not gonna take that much time on Transit. Horrible fucking horrible design. It's not the map's fault. It's the PS3's fault, Xbox 360's fault. Hardware just wasn't it back then. Jimmy Zielinski had a vision and they just couldn't translate it properly because the hardware back then just it wasn't it. So, but man, I will put it above Farm though. I will put it above Farm. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I don't. I really don't. Transit is definitely an iconic map for all the wrong reasons. Next up, Nuketown Zombies. Guys, Nuketown Zombies is a fun survival map. It's tough though. It's very RNG dependent. Um, Interesting map, it really is. Bonus maps are meant to be interesting. Is it better than Bus Depot? Yeah. Is it better than Farm? Yeah, probably. Would I play Nuketown Zombies over Transit? Now that is a good question. Probably. I don't think I really played enough Nuketown Zombies in my day, but I don't think it's a terrible map. Like, would I much rather? I would much rather play Nocturne over Nuketown. It's really between would I play Nuketown more than Transit? Do I like Nuketown more than Transit? Man, that's tough. It's really tough. Transit is a very interesting map. We're gonna throw Nuketown there for now. I think that's all right. Now this one might I don't know. It's not like I'm putting Die Rise in A tier because I'm putting it in an S. No. I think Die Rise is better than Transit. I like Die Rise. I liked let me rephrase. I liked Die Rise when I played it 10 years ago. Okay? Looking back on it, I really wish Die Rise Remastered had come out by now to replay Die Rise, but it just hasn't, which sucks. I do gotta try Mob of the Dead Remastered though. That did just drop. I have to try that one day. But I don't think Die Rise is that bad. Obviously, it's bad, but I don't think it's as bad as Transit. I think Die Rise is fun. I think the verticality aspect is fun. I think having only 3 mystery box locations, why? The fuck did they do that shit for? That's just fucked up. It could have been like, I know if you had like 10 mystery box locations on different levels of different floors of the map, that would have kind of been chaotic, but like 3? Could have at least had like 5 maybe? Like 3 is insane. But I think Die Rise is alright. Top of D tier. Damn, I don't even remember what comes out after Die Rise. It's Mob of the Dead, right? Yeah. Shit. It's Mob. This is where zombies truly started to go crazy. Started to peak out of control. We started going into the golden age of zombies. Mob of the Dead. Mob of the Dead. Mob of the Dead's good. It's a good map. It's easily A tier. For me personally though, y'all are gonna hate me. Y'all are gonna really, really hate me. But I don't think Mob of the Dead's S tier. I think it's borderline S tier. And that doesn't mean that not like A tier is bad. bad. You know what I mean? A tier is great. A tier is that top 5%. You know what I mean? And Mob of the Dead is probably going to stay at the top of A tier. That's how good it is. You know, it's borderline S tier. And for good reason. I mean, it's fucking Alcatraz. You kidding me? The Golden Gate Bridge? The Blundergat? The Warden? Just the crew? Oh my god. Everything. It's an amazing map. I just think it's a little bit overrated. Personally. I just think it's a little bit overrated. But that doesn't take away from the fact that it's an amazing fucking map. And yeah, it's fucking Mob of the Dead. I mean, come on. Anything below A tier for Mob of the Dead is insane. Insanity. Absolute insanity. Top of A tier, easily. Let's move on to Buried. I love Buried. Buried is a good map. Fucking absolutely love Buried. Dude. Buried. Man, I need to go back and play Buried. It's a good map, dude. It's a great map. I think it's A tier. I think Buried's A tier. I think Buried gives you so much to work with in that map. It just, like, man, there's so much different ways to, like, make yourself, like, around the map. Like, Buried is... It's hard to put words in my mouth how just awesome Buried's design is. It's just a good design. The Wonder Weapon, like, the Paralyzer, the Mark II, just everything about Buried is cool. It's awesome. It's very easy. It's a very easy map. It gives you a lot to work with. But it's a good map. It's a good map. And it will be sitting in A tier for now. And guys, that leads me to the final map of Black Ops 2. This map has a special place in my heart. I have to take a moment of silence for this one. Origins. I love Origins. Origins, guys, just I'm gonna put it to you straight. I'm gonna say it straight. Origins is my favorite map of all time. S tier, triple S tier, quadruple S tier. Origins is the greatest zombies map of all time. It is. It just is. To me personally, Origins, oh man. I made so many of my friends on Origins. It was the first Easter egg I did with my best friend was on Origins. Doing that for the first time, oh my god. Amazing. Absolutely, it's just absolute cinema. Origins Easter egg, man. The robots, the stabs, the Easter egg, everything about Origins is just iconic. The premise crew, like, I can go on and on about Origins. And when it came out on BO3 Chronicles, I think I cried. I think I cried when that got announced. It was the first map I played when Chronicles came out. I did that Easter egg. The first game of Chronicles, I did the Origins Easter egg. I was like, I'm doing this shit. This is my favorite map of all time. And I ran that shit. I love my GOAT. Origins is my GOAT. I would fuck Origins right now. I would do it. Black Ops 3. I mean, what a fucking way to end off Black Ops 2 and then go into another banger of a map. Easily a top 5 map of all time. Shadows of Evil S tier. Easily S tier. I think Shadows of Evil has the greatest atmosphere of a zombies map of all time. Easily. Just the whole Cthulhu, Morgue City, just everything about Shadows of Evil, man. That shit has maximum aura. Infinite aura. It is the coolest, I think it is the coolest zombies setting we've ever had. personally. Yeah, man, it's awesome. Shadows of Evil. There's not enough you can say about Shadows, man. Everything about Shadows is amazing. Just everything. I really don't think it has too many flaws. A lot of people don't like beast mode and blah blah blah. It's a good map. It's a wonderful map. Shadows is S tier. I'm not going to spend too much longer on Shadows. It deserves S. Anything below S for Shadows, like I said before, you need to go to an insane asylum. Another banger. I mean, come on, bangers back to back to back is absolutely fucking bananas. And Der Rising Drake, oh man, this map makes me feel some type of way. It's so funny. S tier, S tier, like duh, no shit. But there are days where I'm contemplating putting Der Rising Drake as my favorite map of all time above Origins. They're so similar, and there's just man, Der Rising Drake is so good. The bows, the Easter egg, the map layout, it's it's perfect. It is the closest thing to perfection of a zombies map I think we've ever had. Um, it's man, Der Rising Drake. Like I was saying, like when I'm playing Der Rising Drake, when I am doing that Easter egg, when I am completing that boss fight, Der Rising Drake is my favorite map of all time. And the same thing can be said for Origins. Whenever I'm playing Origins and doing that Easter egg, it is my favorite zombies map of all time. They flip flop each time I play them. That is how good they are. Both of these maps, Origins and Der Rising Drake, are peak, the greatest two zombies maps ever. And who knows? I really don't think they'll be topped. I don't think so. I just don't see them being topped. Who knows? Maybe with the Chaos crew and Dark Ether merger, maybe we can get another top 5 map out of Black Ops 6. I hope so. But that we will see. Next up, I'm going to say it, another banger. Zetsubo no Shima has aged gracefully. I think Zetsubo has aged like fine wine. And I know a lot of people don't like Zetsubo, but man, Zetsubo has grown on me over time. It really has. It's just, where do I put Zetsubo, man? Where do I put Zetsubo? It's A tier. Zetsubo is A tier easily for me. I just gotta figure out really like where do I. Yeah, overburied. Call of the Dead holds a special place in my heart. So does Ma, but Zetsubo is a good map. I think it deserves A tier. You know, 4 or 5 years ago, Zetsubo's B tier for me. Low B tier maybe. But Zetsubo's grown on. I think it's grown on the majority of the community. I think Zetsubo is a great map. Very simple Easter egg. Just amazing atmosphere with the whole Division 9 island. I mean, I gotta say it. Lost is my favorite TV show of all time, and just playing Zetsubo literally makes me feel like I am in Lost. It makes me feel like I am in the TV show on Hydra Island. Oh my god, yeah, Zetsubo's great map. Great map. Zetsubo is a good map. Love Zetsubo. It has aged gracefully. And I just realized that we missed the Giant. But that's okay. The Giant, again, they're so similar, Reese and the Giant. They're interchangeable. You know, I'm just going to throw it right next to Reese. A little bit higher just because, you know, I played the Giant like a madman when BO3 came out, right? So, rightfully so, I think it's better than Reese, because I'd never played Reese, but I think they're basically the same map. So, BO3 mechanics makes it better. I mean, most of the BO3 mechanics is gobblegums, but this is really the main reason that it's better. No Wonderwaff glitch. That also that helps. Yeah, giant. Throw that in there. Gorod Crovy. Ooh, Gorod Crovy. Gorod Crovy. I'm trying to look at all the other maps that we have here. Man, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. Very, very tough for me here. This is dude. I'm gonna do it. S tier. Gorod Crovy is S tier. I think Gorod Crovy is a great map. I like the maps above it. I definitely like more. I like playing Shadows more than Gorod, but Gorod is a great map. Dragons, Nikolai Boss, Mech Suit, PPSH, Raygun Mark III, the Gauntlet of Siegfried, the Dragon Shield, dragons. I know I said that already, but dragons, man, fucking dragons and zombies. The boss fight is great. The Easter egg is fun. The map layout itself is fun. Gorod Crovy's a good map. Not a good map, it's a great map. Top 5 easily. Easily top 5 for me. Ooh, this one gets tricky. This one gets tricky. This one is definitely tricky. Revelations. I like Revelations. I really do. I know it's like probably one of the easiest maps of all time. Most of that is through RNG box luck, which I like that. Honestly, I don't know why, but I do. Um, Revelations. I think Revelations is an easy top of B tier map. Borderline A. I wouldn't say borderline A, but it's close to A. It's a good map. Revelations is a good map. You can definitely tell that they kind of just ran out of time on Revelations, kind of just threw it together. I mean, the boss fight is an easy representation of that. The whole map, they reused everything, but it's a good map. I think it flows well. The main hub with Nocturne Toten going into the Apothecon for Pack-a-Punch. I think that's such a cool concept and idea, and I think it worked well. I think Revelations is a good map. It's a good map. Ooh, Black Ops 4 is next. Black Ops 4 is next. I'm a Black Ops 4 lover. I truly am. I'm a Black Ops 4 lover. I am to the day I die. I guess we gotta start with Classified. It flip-flops for me. Classified and 5 flip-flop for me a lot. I played BO4 recently, and I actually had fun on Classified. Played a lot of BO4 before BO6 came out. Had fun. But I don't think it's better than 5. In fact, yes, it has more, but it also has less. You have more areas to run around, but you also lose the aura of 5. You lose the Pentagon Thief, and you lose the presidential crew, with Fidel Castro and Kennedy, McNamara, and Nixon. Like, you lose that aura, you lose some of the atmosphere that 5 had, and not to mention the fucking Easter egg, Jesus Christ. Round 150. Who the fuck okayed that? Did they invite Jimmy Zielinski back for that one? I don't know what happened there. We'll just Classified. I don't think you're a bad map, but I don't think you're as good as 5. I'm gonna be honest. Next up, we're gonna save the best for the. We're gonna save the best of the launch maps for last. Okay, well, okay, I lied. Okay, the best launch map of Black Ops 4 is 9. Probably the simplest designed map ever. Over something like, I don't know, the Giant or Kino. It's such an easy map concept. It just is, 4 quadrants, pack a punch in the middle. Like, I nine's a great map. I think 9 is a top 10 map for me. It's just a matter of where do I put it? Ah, man. It's A tier. It's just a matter of do I put it above Call of the Dead? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I do. I feel like I have to put that above Call of the Dead. I just think it's objectively better than it. 9 is a great map. It's A tier. It is. All right, moving on, moving on. We're not gonna take too much time, but Blood of the Dead. Oh man, Blood of the Dead. Blood of the Dead, what have you done to me? Blood of the Dead. Hmm. Now I'm not Codename Pizza. I'm not gonna put it in A tier, cause I dislike Blood of the Dead. I do. Man. I don't think it's like I don't think it's bad, but oh man, Blood of the Dead just I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough for me to put somewhere. It's tough. But I think I'm going to put it above 5. I really don't want to put it in B tier. I'd rather it be in C tier, but it's not. It's the only Black Ops 4 map that I haven't played in like 4 years. So I haven't had time to replay it just because of the bad memories on it, truly. Um, but I don't think it's terrible. It's still a good map, you know what I mean? But I just don't look very fondly over it as of late. But it's a good map. It's an okay map. It's definitely a fall from grace from Mob of the Dead, obviously, but it's okay. All right, you guys are gonna kill me for this one. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna get out of the way. I I am a Voyage of Despair lover. I am. I am a Voyage of Despair lover. I love Voyage of Despair, man. I love it. Love Voyage. How much do I love Voyage? That's that's a good question. That is a great question. Bang. Right in between Moon and Ascension. That is how much I love Voyage. B tier. Easily a B tier for me. I mean, number one, it's the fucking Titanic, ladies and gentlemen. Zombies on the fucking Titanic? Are you kidding me? It's probably the most amazing concept for a zombies map ever. On paper, in game, it's tough, but I love. Okay, I love the difficulty of Voyage of Despair. I like the Kraken. I like the boss fight, the Easter egg. The Easter egg, interesting. It's definitely interesting, but the boss fight carries. Great, probably one of the best boss fights of all time. In Treyarch Zombies, the Odin's Eye boss fight is amazing. Top 3 boss easily. If I were to rank boss fights, it's probably Voyage of Despair, Gorod Krovi, and Terminus. I'll be honest. I love Voyage. It's a good. I think it's a good map. Dead of the Night is next. The map that literally dropped in the Dead of the Night. I remember the exact day, December 14th. I'm pretty sure it was December 14th. I could be wrong. It could be this. It's either the 14th or the 17th. I remember this day vividly. The map literally launched in the dead of the fucking night. Unbelievable marketing because there was no marketing at all. God. Crazy. Crazy. I like Dead of the Night. I think Dead of the Night's a good map. I actually fucking like Dead of the Night. I like Dead of the Night. I replayed it when I replayed Black Ops 4 earlier this year. I had fucking fun on this map. Like it was actually fun. Fun enough. Fun enough that man, y'all might fucking y'all might fucking tear me to pieces for this one. But I like him better than Shangri-La. Dead of the Night is up there for me. I think Dead of the Night is another one of those awesome settings. I think Dead of the Night setting goes up well against like Morg City, you know, with the big manor with the vampires in the woods and the werewolves and the Nosferatus. Those things fucking suck in this map. I will say, fuck the fucking Nosferatus. Oh my god, so fucking annoying. That might be the most annoying mini boss ever. But I like Dead of the Night. I like that map. I don't think it's that bad. And that leads us to Ancient Evil. Ancient Evil has a special place in my heart. Ancient Evil. Ancient Evil is my favorite zombies map in Black Ops 4, easily. And it is my final S tier map on this tier list. Ancient Evil is S tier for me. This map it's awesome. It's hard to explain. Such a great design. The atmosphere, the setting, the wonder weapons, the gauntlets. Man, such a cool map. The Easter egg is awesome. Just I'm such a sucker for like the cool mythological type shit. And I really Chaos Crew. I'm sorry, Chaos Crew. I love you. I'm sorry what they did to you. I'm sorry what happened to Chaos Crew, and I'm glad it's starting to make a comeback in this new storyline. I'm a Chaos lover. Chaos Story. I enjoyed Chaos Story. I was sad when it ended. I was. And it ended on Ancient Evil. Ended on Ancient Evil right at the climax. It was starting to get good, and they stripped it away from us. But regardless, Ancient Evil is a good map. It's S tier. It is S tier for me. And that leads us to... Oh, brother. This map stinks. This map fucking stinks. Dude, like doo-doo caca, bro. Actual doo-doo caca. Now, this is pretty far-fetched, but putting Alpha Omega under Dire Eyes, that's sad. That's pretty fucking sad. But I'm gonna do it. Alpha Omega. Oh, yeah, we're done. We're not even gonna talk about it anymore. We're gonna move on to Dr. Toten. Okay. Dr. Toten. Love doing the round 100 on Dr. Toten because it's like the easiest round 100 of all time. But I have so much maps in B tier. But I really do think that this map is top of C. It's not terrible, but it's not good. Ending of the Ether story. It's all right. It's an average map. Dr. Toten is an average map. It's okay. And that's all I need to say. Okay, Cold War. Cold War. We're almost done, ladies and gentlemen. We're almost done. We have 7 maps left. D Machine. D Machine. D Machine. D Machine is interesting, yeah. D Machine is interesting. D Machine. I think I'm gonna put D Machine in between Kino and Moon. I think D Machine's a good map. Actually, I lied. I'm gonna put D Machine below Kino. I mean, come on, Kino is Kino. D Machine's a fun map, but it's a basic map. It's an easy map, but it's a good starter map. It was a good launch map for Cold War. I like D Machine. D Machine's a good map. I was a fan of Cold War. I really enjoyed that game. I really put a lot of time into that game. COVID days, man. D Machine was fun. Next up, a little bit less fun. A little bit less fun is Firebase Z. Some would say a lot less fun with mimics. But I'm such a sucker for Cold War zombies. Such a sucker for Cold War zombies. I think I like it better than TOG. I'll be honest. I think Firebase Z is better than TOG. I would much rather play Firebase Z right now than TOG or Toten. I'm gonna be honest. But it be like that. It be like that. Outbreak. Ooh, this is interesting. It's funny. I don't even have Outbreak on my my rankings list that I have in my notes. But Outbreak is Outbreak was interesting, huh? Outbreak was definitely interesting. It was an interesting concept. In fact, I think I'm gonna put it right below TOG in C tier. And if I'm being honest, if MWZ wasn't on this list, or if it was on this list, I think I would rank MWZ higher than Outbreak. I kind of enjoyed MWZ. I thought the gameplay loop was okay. I don't think it was like the greatest thing ever. If MWZ was on here, I'd probably put it somewhere above Outbreak, maybe above Tag, lower than Firebase maybe, but it's not on the list. We won't worry about that. Next up, Mauer Toten. Probably, not probably. It is the best map in Cold War. Easily the best map in Cold War zombies. Trying to think. It's definitely B tier. It's definitely B tier. But how B tier is it? You know what I mean? I think it's right under Voyage, right above Moon. A little bit higher than D Machine because it's a little bit better than D Machine. But I think that's a good spot. I think that is a decent spot. And that leads us to Forsaken. Forsaken. It's really not that good of a map, is it? I mean, the Wonder Weapon is spectacular. I think the Wonder Weapon is awesome in this map. But the map itself, it's really lame. It's poorly put together, rushed map, campaign level, easy Easter egg. Another C tier. I think I'm gonna put it above Firebase though. It's definitely better than Firebase Z, if it lets me. Definitely better than Firebase. But we'll slot that in at the top of C. And boys, we made it. We made it to Black Ops 6. The end of the video. The end of the tier list. Where is Liberty Balls going? Drum roll. I'm dying out here. I've been talking too much. My throat's getting dry. Liberty Balls. Where do we put Liberty Balls? Liberty Balls is a good map. I think the jet gun probably carries this map so hard. Could you imagine if the jet gun wasn't in Liberty Falls? Man, the jet gun, what a glow up. What a glow up, man. Jet gun is so good. The jet gun carries this map so fucking hard. It's unreal. And a step up from Mauer to Toten, I think. And I'm gonna be honest, I love Voyage of Despair. I love the Titanic zombies. But I think Liberty Falls is just above Mauer to Toten in B tier. I think that's a good spot for it. I think that's a perfect spot for it. If you compare Mauer to Toten, the best map from Cold War, to Liberty Falls, I think Liberty Falls is a close second to it. It's definitely a lot less. If you compare the two, it definitely has less, but in some ways it has more. I know the reused shit like the Manglers and Abomination, but I think just the whole the gameplay and the Black Ops 6 system, the zombies systems, just the whole game just plays, it flows good. I think Liberty Falls is a good map, and I think it's fair to keep that in B tier. Close towards the top of B tier as well, which is kind of crazy. But Terminus, Terminus, man, we are on to Terminus. This one is, you know, it's tough. It's tough to judge. I love Terminus. I think Terminus is a good map. If I could compare Terminus to any map, it would be Zetsubo. They're very similar. And if I'm comparing Zetsubo Nushima to Terminus, I think Zetsubo has a little bit better atmosphere, but a worse Easter egg. I think Terminus has a better Easter egg, a better boss fight. Obviously, Zetsubo has the spider boss, which is awesome in its own right. But I think Terminus, if we're comparing the two, they're very similar, interchangeable. But currently, in the heat of Black Ops 6, I think Terminus is right here in A tier. I think Terminus is an A tier map. I said it. I think it is. I think it's an A tier map. Terminus is a good map. I really, really enjoy Terminus. And that concludes the list. I have Terminus above Zetsubo. This is it. Screenshot it. Send it to your loved ones. Send it to your friends. Tell them how much they hate it. Tell me how much you hate it in the comments. I know you seeing Voyage of Despair and Dead of the Night in B tier might scar you for life. But to be fair, I have Transit down in D, Bus Depot, and I see the tier list. This is not the Noah J tier list. This is not the Chaos X Silencer, not the CJ Santa tier list. I think this is a decent, average zombies player tier list. So voila, there it is, my updated Treyarch Zombies tier list. Boom. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think.